This is the upgraded VW Vento, and this time the changes are more prominent than before. The new car now gets a bigger grille with a lot more chrome in it and a much more sculpted bumper than before. The car looks much more classier than before, and the front end now looks like a miniature version of the much bigger and much more expensive Volkswagen Passat. Overall, in terms of the styling, the new car looks classier, posher and more upmarket than ever before. Well, no other mid-size sedan shuts with a more confidence-inspiring thunk than the Vento. It really is a solidly built car. Well, if I had to describe the cabin of the Vento in one word, then that word would be classy. This place really does feel like a very upmarket and posh place to be in. All the materials used inside this cabin are very upmarket and absolutely first rate, and VW haven't cut any cost in terms of the cabin quality. Well, all the switchgear is really tactile to operate and really feels very good, and even the controls for the indicator stalks as well as the wiper switches are absolutely brilliant to operate and really give a sense of quality inside this cabin. Well, unlike a lot of other mid-size sedans where the steering only adjusts for rake, on the Vento it adjusts for reach as well as for rake. Well, and along with that adjustable steering wheel, the seat also adjusts for height, and that means that finding a comfortable driving position for yourself is a breezy affair. Well, not only is this a high quality cabin, it's also a cabin which comes with a lot of bells and whistles. You of course get the obligatory climate control as well as Bluetooth connection, but now the new car also comes with cruise control as well as a cool glove box. Well, not only is it a luxurious place to be in, it's also a very practical place. The door bins are large enough to house those big 1-liter bottles. There's a big tray over here where you can keep your cell phone, and of course if it is an outdated iPhone 4 like mine, it's better to hide it away from other occupants. You also get 2 small cup holders in the front. The Vento seats have always been one of the better ones in this category for comfort as well as cushioning, and on the new car it's no different. While side bolstering is excellent, the under thigh support is very good, and support for your lower back is good as well. Well, here I am now in the back seat of the new Vento, and as you can see, headroom is generous and knee room is in good amounts as well, and I've got place below the front seats where I can stretch my feet. So in that sense it is a very good car, and the overall quality inside is brilliant as well. While just like the front seats, the ambience in the back is also one of a luxurious and premium product, and VW have done a good job in terms of quality inside this cabin. They haven't really skimped on the materials used, so full marks to VW in terms of overall build quality inside the Vento's cabin. It is a very wide car at the back, and that makes it a proper 3-seater, but the only caveat is the fact that there's a huge transmission tunnel over here, so whoever is sitting in the middle will have to fight with the other occupants for legroom. But that said, because there is place below the front seats where you can stretch your legs, it should not be a very big issue with whoever is sitting in the middle seat. Well, even though knee room is pretty good over here and headroom is generous as well, if there's nobody sitting in the front passenger seat and you decide to sit behind it, you can always liberate greater legroom, and you can do that by pulling this lever over here and pushing the seat all the way forward. And as you can see, I have acres of legroom where I can really stretch my feet at, and that makes it a brilliant car for comfort in the back seat. The Vento's boot is square shaped, has minimal suspension intrusion, and has a very narrow loading lip as well. The wide aperture also means that you can throw in those golf bags without any fuss at all, making this one of the better cars for those long highway trips as well as those airport transfers. Well, here I am now driving the new Vento, and we are driving the petrol version of the car today, and of course this car comes with that acclaimed TSI motor from the house of Volkswagen, and I have to say this is one of the best engines out there when it comes to responsiveness. It is ahead of most of its rivals. In fact, it is ahead of all its rivals for sheer responsiveness as well as overall eagerness. Well, talking about refinement, this TSI motor is one of the better ones out there, and even when you rev it really hard, it really remains a relatively quiet place inside the cabin, and even when it does get a little loud, the noise which comes out is very sporty and very charming. It's not a noise which you'll get irritated with, but something that you will look forward to. Well, the Vento also feels very stable on highway speeds, and if you are someone who regularly takes the highway trip between Bombay and Pune, or between Delhi and Chandigarh, and you are someone who does do those trips on a very weekly or a monthly basis, then this is one of the best cars out there. It feels very stable, the brakes are very reassuring, and there's plenty of communication from the steering wheel as well. Unlike a lot of other cars which are biased towards comfort and luxury, this one, along with that comfort and luxury, also has the edge for keener drivers. Well, the Vento remains the best car for anyone in the mid-size sedan segment who wants a no-nonsense, well-engineered, solidly put together and good-looking product. And if I really had to define this car in one word, it would be classy.